What's up, Wargamers, and welcome back to World of Wargaming. I'm Isaiah, and today we're going to build a scavenger crew for the Last War. To do that, we obviously need the book, the sheets, which are easily available online at ForbiddenPsalm.com. We have the crew roster, the tank roster, and our crew bunker sheet. And, of course, a number 2 pencil, because only psychopaths do this in ink. Now, this says to select your models first. I'm not going to do that because I still have to build and kit bash these models. So I'm going to let what I do here dictate what I'm going to do when I get to the kit bashing. So the first step for me is going to be to give everybody names and titles. So we've got a D1, we got 2 D100 charts. So from those D100 rolls, we end up with Dingbat the Doughboy, Zeppelin the Salient, East Toot Sweet, and Mud, and Tommy the Dying. That does not bode well for him. Next, we have the option to spend 5 of our 50 resources on a special trooper. And I was looking at the Flame Trooper. That seemed really solid, but I'm going to go with the Lugaroo because I think it's going to create some fun kit bashing opportunities. Because a Lugaroo, for those of you who may not know, is a werewolf. We're going to go with that one. That's going to give me nighttime, +1 agility during nighttime missions, strength and presence, and if it's downed, it auto passes its death save and never gains injuries. And Tommy the Dying is going to fill the role of our Lugaroo. Next, we have the available stat line. So each character gets to choose between one of these 2 lines, either +3, +1, 0, -3 to the stat spread, or +2, +2, -1, -2 to the stat spread. However you choose to do that is up to you. With our stat lines assigned, we then move into flaws and feats. Everybody will get 1 of each. So Dingbat the Doughboy gets safety first, which means he always has to wear a helmet, and he gets a free helmet. Zeppelin got lucky, so no flaw. East got phonophobia, so anytime they're attacked with a weapon that will explode, they have to take a morale test. And Mud got prey, so anytime an enemy, a hostile, can see her, she will be the target. And then Tommy the Dying got Baldric, which says that he always carries a turnip, and as a result has -1 equipment slots. Moving on to the feats, which are also a D20 roll for each model. Dingbat got Zigzag, so he's trained and experienced at moving through incoming fire, so all shooting attacks against him suffer a -3 penalty. Zeppelin got Nightingale, which is a wonderful little homage to Florence Nightingale. It gives them the ability that when they are within an inch of another model, they can test presence to heal them for 1d4. East the Toot Sweet got Cunning Plan, so they can presence test to get off the board at any time. Mud got Iron Lungs, which is really cool. She is immune to gas and smoke effects. And Tommy the Dying got Well Read, so our Lugaroo gets a free manuscript. Equipping your team in these games is always so difficult because the stuff that you really think that you would have, especially in World War I, like a rifle, is obscenely expensive in the beginning. So we have come out with a lot of cavalry lances in the mix. So Dingbat's got a lance, Zeppelin's got a lance, East has a pistol, Anne has a pistol, and Tommy, our Lugaroo, also has a cavalry lance. So in our crew name, we're going to be probably some type of dragoon. And with our crew roster done, we're then ready to talk about our tank. So from what I can figure, when we start, we get a tank that has an engine and 2 random upgrades. So our tank is going to start with an engine, a left track, and a small arm emplacement. However, I do not have any money left to buy a gun for that small arms emplacement, so it'll just stay empty for now. Then we got to assign everybody a job. So our tanker crew is going to be Tommy driving, Dingbat and Zeppelin as gunners, and then East and Anne as engineers. And that, my friends, is going to do it for setting up our crew and our initial tank. Now comes the fun part of going in and trying to build out these models as best I can with what my good friend over at Sprue Dude sent me, which again, I'm going to be bringing you guys along for that journey. But for today, we are done and we are ready to move on to the next step. Thanks so much for tuning in, hanging out while I put my crew and my tank together for the last war. I hope you have an absolutely amazing rest of your day.